Hey everyone, this is your daily real shit message for May 26th. I hope you can hear me okay. It was still, the wind just picked up, so if you're getting wind, I apologize, but it is what it is. So May 26th, the daily real shit message, it's going to be general, of course. Y'all know the deal. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me at the links in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I tried to turn the camera on so you could actually see this happen, but then my sister called. So there's that. Every time I split the deck, I just, to shuffle, I just pulled the card that I split it at, because that's kind of how, I don't know, that's just how it was reading. So that's how I got the layout. Every time I split the deck, I pulled the card out, or it fell out, either one. And this one just blew. It had to blow off of the stack. So this one, when the wind blew, it just blew off. So we'll save that one for last. Okay, so amazing energy that we're in. And I don't know if it's me or if it's just the energy overall, because I kind of feel like maybe it's a little bit of both. So hopefully this resonates. The first card out was the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. All right, and then it actually flew out, kind of, these two flew out in a clump, and this one kind of by itself. So obviously we're stepping out of, this has kind of been like an overall energy, like stepping out of preconceived notions, mental prisons, old belief systems, like not letting anything hold us back. I'm hearing confidence. I think a lot of people were stuck for a long time, not because they were, couldn't walk through the gate or couldn't do something, but more like, you know, things become habits. So I think like whatever has happened recently, I'm hearing confidence. So something must have given people confidence to go ahead and step through the gate. And I'm actually seeing the keys on my belt loop. Okay, meaning yes, I mean everyone has had the keys the entire time. Okay, so then the Two of Cups, which has been coming out with the Fool, absolutely love it, came out sort of clumped up together like that. So by walking through this, or, you know, realizing that you can walk through and releasing the old shit, right? We're taking a new leap, but I don't feel like it's like totally new. And even for some of you, it's coming back around. Meaning for some of you, it's things that you haven't done in a long time. So let's say, you know, back in college, you used to paint, okay? And like you really, really loved it. But, you know, life being what it is, you had to give it up to make ends meet, to do something, you know, like your 9 to 5 or finish whatever. Now all of a sudden you've either gotten free time or whatever, and now you're like back to painting. And not only that, but you're manifesting a way to make this lucrative, okay? And I'll show you why in a minute. And this is happening for a lot of people. Like if you've been wanting to learn tarot, or you've been wanting to study, and also right before I turn on the camera, the bees. Now if you follow me, you know how I feel about bees. I haven't seen a bee since I've been here until right before I turn on the camera, and two landed on me, one on my leg, one on my shoulder, and now they're kind of just flying by. Okay, so absolutely beautiful energy of abundance, sweetness, honey. Yeah, go look up the bee. Okay, go look up the bee. But if you follow me, you already know me and bees. All right, so that's something else that's going on right now. But yeah, the things that are happening is like people that have been, you may not even realize that you're I want to say consciously manifesting these things. And I say that because it's like you're thinking about it so much, like how could you not consciously be doing it? But some of you don't still fully understand manifestation, but that's okay because it understands you, right? We may not always understand the universe and things we may not necessarily believe in or know how to deal with or take, but it really doesn't matter when it believes in you, right? So you are creating partnerships. This could be new love for some of you. It could be in business. It could be with you, and it could be uniting or even reuniting with your own path, okay? It also is emerging, as I've been stating, there's a merging between, because you have two definite paths, right? You've got your life path and you've got your soul path, right? Two definite journeys, what you're here to do on earth for you, and then what you're here to do like overall. So this could be a merging of both of those, and it's actually manifesting. great opportunity. And I'm getting, so like I said, this could be new love for some of you, like actual romantic love, but more than anything, it's what you love to do, okay? And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm feeling like people are either going back. Some people are realizing things for the first time, but a lot of people are going back to something that they love, that they didn't think that they could do, because I'm almost hearing like someone talk you out of it. Like, okay, that's great and all, and you're good at that, but how are you going to put food on the table? These opportunities are presenting themselves now. You're either meeting people that are putting opportunities in your path, okay? Or, like I said, self with self. And it's almost like I'm seeing someone walk by something. It's like if you were just kind of in your element doing your own thing, and some random person walks by and sees it and it catches their eye, and it kind of just sets off a sort of domino effect, right? Of an audience that would be interested in that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so again, it could be new love, and it could be several things, because what I'm seeing here is like everything aligning. But I really feel like this is self with self and self with path, right? Because I feel like over the last couple of weeks, you've been merging self with self, light and dark, and things like this. And now it's kind of like your paths merging, your life path with your soul path, and really finding out and figuring out. And I don't even feel like it's been I'm not feeling like it's strategic in the conscious sense. I'm feeling like you sort of just woke up one day and started doing something, and things are starting to align. But what I think a lot of people didn't realize is when you broke out of this and went on your own path, it puts so much in alignment where it does seem effortless, and it does seem, by chance, but it's not, because it's when you're on your path that things start to go that way. So I feel like people are really starting to manifest opportunities in ways of being able to do what they love in everyday life, and not having to go to your normal 9-to-5, whatever it is that you do because you have to make money, but you don't really like to do it, with the 10 of Cups following that. So again, for some of you it could be romantic, but what I'm picking up is you with you. Like, people are finally being content with themselves, with their life, which if you are trying to manifest something romantic, that's going to be the best way to do it, right? Loving yourself first and being content. If you can't be happy with your own company, I don't expect anyone else to enjoy your company. You know what I'm saying? So then the Page of Cups flew out, and the way that I laid them out, it comes actually underneath the Eight of Swords. Right? So it's like universe has made you an offer, or like I said, because I'm actually seeing what they're actually showing me is someone that's just kind of doing their thing, like as if somebody took a few days off to kind of regroup, right? And they go out to sketch or paint a landscape, right? Sort of like in a public park where there's not a lot of people, but there are people walking and running by. And I'm seeing someone pass by and offer somebody not only interest but actual tangible money for this painting that is on this easel. So it's like someone's made you an offer of not only interest but also money in this state of freedom that's kind of got you like, oh, okay, so people are interested in this. Okay, now what? With the Wheel of Fortune coming after this underneath the Fool. That's kind of when the wheel turns. So someone or someones have been getting offers. It's like, just when you're in your natural state, like you could have been in a store that you love, right? Something that you always love to do, and you always check out this store. And then, so you become a regular, and then somebody is like, hey, you know what? You're always in here. I'm going to be hiring soon, but something like that. It's just like these seemingly by chance things, but they're not really by chance. Okay. And things are becoming very, very clear as to how this wheel is turning and how you'll go forward, being able to actually survive and be comfortable, because it's not just about survival, it's about being comfortable too, right? Yes, we need money to live, and you only need what you need to survive, but come on, like, we want to be comfortable, we want to have fun. So it's becoming clear how this is going to happen in this new state, on this new journey. And I don't feel like people are scared to take this leap. Maybe a little because it's foreign, but it feels so right. It's kind of like I'm feeling like these opportunities that you would be sort of stupid to pass up. You know what I'm saying? Like things that don't just present themselves every day. And I'm seeing a bit of an older group here. So not that this is necessarily just for older people, but I am seeing older people. And that's why I keep going back to like something you used to love to do that comes back around. And as I say that, a cat is shooting across the thing. And if you know me and cats are walkers between worlds. So take it as you will, however it may be resonating. And then the Ace of Swords actually comes underneath this Two of Cups. So again, like I said, it's becoming very, very clear of whatever this is, whether this is someone that you're partnering with in business, someone that you've met, or if this is self with self, or if this is you finally understanding and seeing how you're going to partner your love, like the thing that you love to do the most, with your everyday life to make it lucrative, you know, to be able to live off of it so that it can be like your main focus. Whatever this is, there's a lot of clarity coming in right now, all right? The Magician coming after the Two of Cups over the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So it's not like it just happened, right? It's still going to be work. You still have to work. But the thing about this type of work, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work because you love it so much. After the Magician is the Ace of Cups, right? Because you love it so much. And then underneath is the Three of Pentacles, right? So after the Eight of Pentacles, it's the Three of Pentacles. So yes, it's something that you do by yourself. Absolutely love this layout because it is something that you work hard at to do by yourself. But with the Three of Pentacles, someone comes to work on it with you. So again, if it's romantic, yes, it'll be like working on your dream home or some shit like that. But with this type of energy, it's like something only you can offer, but with the help of others makes it go. I'm even hearing worldwide. So for some of you, or you could be taking it across seas, or if you've already had a small business, you could start a chain, right? Like you may be fixing to open up a second or a third store. That's this. It's something that you've been working on alone and only you can do, right? Like you have the savvy, you have the love for it. It's all you, but then someone or someone's come to collaborate or offer more opportunity that it would take more than one person to put into action, right? But coming over this, or under, I'm sorry, Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups coming over this Three of Pentacles, they love it too, right? And I feel like you're dealing with people, places, or situations that sort of, it's kind of like everyone brings something to the table, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's truly the energy that we're in with that Ten of Cups coming over the Sun. I'm telling you, like absolute happiness and alignment for everyone that is going to be involved. So it doesn't matter what area of life. If this is resonating with you, it's absolutely beautiful. And I feel I'm like wanting to just suddenly like this is what someone's really been waiting for. Do you know what I'm saying? And almost didn't feel like it was ever going to happen for them, or that would ever even be possible, because I'm feeling like someone has really been beat down by life. I mean, they've worked very, very hard most of their life and didn't think that it was possible for them to do something that they loved so much for like the full-time gig. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm even seeing someone now who's like kind of sadly walking away from a campus. Oh, I almost just want to cry. Someone's dreams got crushed. Like they didn't even get to finish school or something. Like, fuck, I want to cry bad. But that's turning around. And maybe that's another reason why I want to cry, because it's like, this is so overwhelmingly positive for someone. And I'm really feeling like someone is just so thankful. It almost like I'm hearing like I want to pinch myself, like, is this real or is this a dream? And part of that is because it is a completely new rebirth, right? Final new decision, righting wrongs. And that's with the Judgment card. The reason things like this happen, wow, the star looking right up at me after this Five of Wands in reverse. The reason these things happen is because when your heart is in the right place, when you're actually doing what you're supposed to do, just for the purpose of like it being what is truly in your heart, when you're coming from a pure place, this is just kind of how it is with the Death underneath the Star card and the Ace of Wands, y'all. Come on, seriously? Seriously. No more conflict, no more, and it's almost like, look, I talked about this the other day. People always want to look for an external source of why things are tumbling down, why things are going wrong, right? Instead of looking at, okay, I must not be on my right path, otherwise the universe would make a way. It wouldn't be so hard. Now, granted, you do need some, negativity and hardships in order to create lessons and understanding. But if you are going through like trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma and can't get it together and feel like you can never get a leg up, chances are you are not on your path, or you have started to do something for the wrong reasons or anything like that, right? Because when you make the final decision to come from a pure place, and if you know and follow me, the Judgment card, I often see Mayat, right? The feather of Mayat and the weighing of the heart ceremony. When you can put your heart on that scale, it's not about being lighter or heavier, it's about being the exact same weight. When you can truly put your heart on that scale before Mayat, and it is the weight of that feather, that is when you pass through, baby. That is when you pass through. And that's what's happening here, right? No conflict, no confrontation. Not to say that you won't, hit some bumps along the way, but I feel like you'll sort it out. But for the most part, and I feel like this is why you want to pinch yourself, because it's almost too easy. And that's why I kind of want to cry, because I feel like I'm connecting with someone or some ones that life has never been this easy. It's been very, very hard for the majority, if not all, of their life. So it's like they're not even used to this energy. Okay, but again, the Star card comes to heal, it comes for hope, it comes for divinity, wishing on a star, right? With the Death, complete transformation. The old way is done. Now, don't get it twisted. In order to keep these cards upright, don't get it like, this is an absolutely beautiful reading, but don't think you can just sit there and it kind of like work for you. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to work with it and it will work for you, but you can't just like sit there and then everything good happens. You'll still have to work. So if you veer off, which is what makes tarot so cool, because if you see an outcome that you don't like, you're kind of warned that you need to switch some shit up, right? So if you veer off, if you do something, then of course this could change at any moment. It's not definite, but we're definitely in an energy to make all of these things absolutely possible with ease. I'm hearing specifically with ease. And so normally this is not, not normally, but a lot of times this will not be the easiest process, right? The energy of Scorpio is not the easiest process. It's brutal, it's intense, and perhaps that's something that you're coming out of, because I feel like people have pretty much made a decision to go with it, whatever it may be, go with it, whereas there may have been some resistance or some hesitance before. Even yesterday, I feel like some things maybe happened like within the last 24 hours that's kind of like this light bulb, this aha, like, okay, I'm gonna do this kind of thing. I love it. So then I went to pull the Oracle cards, and again, same type of way. If they didn't fly out when I split the deck to shuffle, I just pulled the one right there. Okay, so the power of 3, I remember this 3 of Pentacles. Now, if it is something romantic, it will be you, the person, and the third energy that you create. Remember, sexual energy is creation energy, so I'm not just talking about a baby. Although some of you, but the things that you create together, right? And we are in an amazing time for creation, period. The last moon that we had, as well as the energy that we are continuing to move into, is a great creative space. Like a lot of, you may be getting up. You might want to keep a journal by the bed, because you may be getting up at like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with just ideas, right? And in that state, you'll probably forget it by the time you wake up. So keep a journal by the bed. okay? Or keep a recorder or something where you can just talk into it so that you don't lose the ideas that you're having, because this is an amazing energy. And that's what I get with the power of 3 more than anything, is the creation energy and that creative space, okay? And it's almost like, again, I'm feeling somebody like wanting to, like, trying to work things out for a long time, and like here it's just like boom, 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 things start snapping into place, okay? With the natural world needs you. And this is why I mentioned holistic things like plants and things like that, if you've been interested in this, or even some of you, okay, so now I'm seeing a gym, so some of you may want to go into like personal training or something like that. And again, there's where you get that, you know, someone that works out every day, and then the person that owns the gym or something will come to you and offer like, hey, you're always here, you know, and they'll like put you in whatever you need to do to become a personal trainer. That's this type of energy. The natural world needs you. So I am feeling for a number of you, not only is it going to be sort of a more natural way of life, natural eating. Some of you could be creating, they're showing me a dietitian, okay? They're showing me plants. Some of you will even like be opening up like whole, like full-blown facilities. Wow. So, okay, I'm hearing Reiki, and if you know me, I do not veer a lot of people toward Reiki. If you go back and watch my videos, that is not something I reference a lot, so that's definitely a very specific message for someone, okay? But overall, I feel like it's not just the natural world, it's your natural world. So what I'm saying is, like, the thing that is in your element, it comes so very natural to you, and it needs you, like truly a gift that you hold, something that you bring to the table like no one else, or in a way that no one else can, okay? Absolutely beautiful. And that is 44. So if you take the 4s by themselves, it's a solid foundation. But if you add them, it's 8. Infinite beings, infinite creation. You've been doing this for a long time. 9, wrapping it up. That's the final chapter, right before it kicks off, okay? Some of you, okay, so I'm beckoned to mention, especially after seeing this 5 and 10 that we're about to go to, if you are having, and this is also not something I mention or veer toward a lot, if you are in your 9 year, okay, if you are in your 9 year, if you don't know what that means, go look up your numerology. If you are in your 9 year, I'm seeing that there's going to be some things that you may have to give up. I wouldn't fight too hard about it, okay? The more that you fight that transformation, the harder it's going to be for you. Give it up. Give it up, lay it to rest, because what's coming is something so great, you're not even going to know how to act, okay? We're here. What I'm getting with this is opportunity, people, everything. It's here. Here it is. It's just a matter if you're going to take it or not, okay? A powerful energy shift. A powerful energy shift. As you see, there's an eclipse. So for some of you, this may happen during the next eclipse. I want to say it's June, but it could be July. I don't know. It's somewhere soon, within the next 2 months. We will be having, and I believe it's a total. Is it a total solar eclipse? I don't know, y'all. Someone put in the comments. That's going to be another shift, and I'm hearing almost more powerful than January. So the full lunar eclipse that we had in January, that's going to be just as powerful, and it is a 10. So if there was anything left over, and that's why I'm saying for some of you, even if you don't have the 9, if you're not in your 9 year, doesn't matter. Whatever has happened, whatever you were trying to manifest during the lunar eclipse in January has slowly been sort of taking on a life of its own, where it looks like it's almost like if you tried to manifest something but everything but that happened, all the puzzle pieces are about to come together, right? All the dots are about to be connected in this next eclipse, which again, somebody put in the comments, June or July. So yeah, a very powerful energy shift that, again, but you have to be the one to take advantage of it, right? It doesn't just, it presents itself. It doesn't make you take it. That's free will, all right? The signs are with you already. We got this card yesterday. So for those of you that are still questioning, I don't know why. I do not know why. That is a 4. That is solid. You've been given solid, tangible proof. And I'm hearing over and over again, like, how many times do I need to show you? Ooh, you better be careful with that. Don't test spirit because it'll test you back and it ain't pretty. All right, so then sweet memories, and that is number 11, okay? A master number, 1111, twin flame, partnerships, being on your divine path, whatever it is. Some of you are 11. If you don't know about that, if you want to like do your numerology, if you're an 11 person, there's something very special about that, okay? If you're watching my shit, you're probably an 11 person. Okay, so the things that are happening right now are going down as sweet memories. And again, I'm seeing someone who's been able to go back and do what they always loved. Like the place, do you know whenever you're just sitting out somewhere and you kind of go to a place that was like probably the happiest or maybe even easiest time of your life? This is this going back there, okay? A time for spirit, clearing your energy, really getting centered, okay? Why? Because you're getting ready to release your power in this energy shift. There's something so, I told y'all 2019 is gonna be rough, but it's gonna come. And what I tell y'all, March and May, something's gonna kick off in March and sort of start making sense in May. And here we are, I'm telling y'all. And then this is the one, transitions to the spirit realm. This is the one that blew out when the wind started blowing. She's an angel of death. Not scary, because what she comes to do is sort of hold your hand while you transition. Whereas Scorpio energy is not like that. Scorpio energy is very like sink or swim. Scorpio will take you to the depths of everything. And really, I mean, Pluto, it's dark. It's a dark place. And it's really like sink or swim energy. Kind of like only the strong survive. But not with this card. A time for spirit, when the angel of death comes to help you, she really comes to hold your hand so that you can lay down those things and have that ego death, and possibly get out of whatever you've been into, whether it's been toxic relationships, a horrible job, a boss that's been taking advantage of you or your time, right? I'm specifically seeing someone that's been put on salary because the company has seen your worth and they don't want to pay you more. They want you to be there more because they know that you do something that only you can offer, but they don't want to pay you more. Shit like that. So instead of just like taking it away and kind of throwing you out there to find something, this energy comes to hold your hand through it. And it's really, really quite a beautiful transition. Okay. And that is a 16, which is 7, which is an absolute divine number. So that is what I have for you all. I'm going to end it there. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time.